Well, hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because this is a Paladins guide on how to use Viktor. Basically, the Soldier 76 of Paladins, but he's actually similar to a Call of Duty soldier because he has grenades and you can ADS, unlike Soldier 76. However, that doesn't actually make him better than 76 on the battlefield because I actually think if you were to compare Viktor to Soldier 76, Soldier 76 is better in the battlefield than Viktor would ever be. And the reason for this is because Viktor's weapon is very, very weak. It looks like he has a Thompson from World War II, but besides that, the damage output is insanely low, which means you have to stay kind of in the back. You can ADS and just, pick out your targets from a distance. If somebody comes close, try to throw a grenade at them, fish them out, try to get them away from you. But when it actually comes out to gun-on-gun gameplay, he's actually not the best hero to use for that. Now, you can have somebody like, what's her name, Mari? The lady with the two daggers, and she throws it at you, and she's like, good night, and everything gets all dark. I feel like she is ideal for one-on-one situations, but Viktor, not so much. I mean, his ultimate, or his whatever it's called, his ultimate ability with the artillery strike comes raining down, it's really powerful. I think the missiles are a one-hit kill, because every time I used them I got one-hit kills, but it takes some time to launch. You always got to aim at your target, and then there's still a chance that the missile's not even going to hit the target, but still, it has a wide blast radius, it is very dangerous, and if used correctly, you can use it to clear multiple areas. We have, I think, 3 missiles in his ultimate, but the main attraction for Viktor is his assault rifle. Now you see here, you can ADS, and it gets a little bit of recoil. You can pin down the trigger and kind of control the recoil. You can really use it to take out Drogos, that dragon character, because, I mean, the Drogos just floats in the air very slowly, and he's just a sitting duck for Viktor. But when it comes down to Viktor against other champions, I would say that he is not really the best. He's more like the underdog. I mean, if Mari, the girl with the dagger, whatever her name was, if she sees you and she approaches you, there's not really much you can do. If you're compromised by other heroes, or champions, sorry, if you're compromised by other champions, there's not really much you can do because Viktor is just very, very vulnerable. Yeah, he can sprint, but even so, because the maps are so large, you're always going to wind up getting spotted by someone else because there aren't that many hiding spots in the maps in Paladins. So, for the best playstyle for Viktor, I would say stay in the back lines, stay by cover, stay with your Shaolin bow and arrow dude, or maybe your sniper lady. Stay in the back lines, use Viktor, and try to poke at the enemies, and from time to time you can go out in the battlefield and get a couple of cheap kills, but for the most part you want to stay in the back as long as possible. Throw your grenades on the point and so on, and if you are compromised, just get out of there, just run, because there is not much he can do. So I feel like he isn't as versatile as 76, aside from the point that he can aim down the sight, but besides that, just all in gameplay in general, he is not as versatile as 76. So this guy isn't the Soldier 76 of Paladins. If I were comparing him to an Overwatch character, I would actually say he's more like McCree, if McCree was wielding Sombra's machine pistol. It's not really that good at one-on-one situations, but he can hold his own for a little bit before he has to retreat. So, yeah, I guess you can say he's like Sombra without the hacking ability. But despite his low damage, he is surprisingly effective on the battlefield. I mean, you have his grenade, which is high damage and a huge explosion, but with his assault rifle with such low damage, you will know when you're getting hit by it because your character starts fidgeting all over the place and your screen starts turning all red from the blood. So he is actually really useful for driving enemies away from the point because it's just constant fire. I think he has like, 30, 50 mags in his gun, and it's just constant. The enemies are going to say they're constantly getting hit and they are going to retreat, and you're going to see multiple times that your teammates will rely on you to clear the area. And if your assault rifle doesn't get the job done, then you can always use a grenade, or if you have your ultimate, use the artillery strike. And I would say he can also be used as a flanker because he can sprint and the maps are really large. It's perfect for him to actually get behind the enemies and start flanking. However, if you do flank with this guy, you have to be very, very careful because, again, he has a low damage output, so you're just going to be poking at the enemies from your flanked position. You're not really going to be getting multiple kills, so you want to flank, stay a safe distance, that way if you are compromised in your flank location, you can easily just backtrack and get back to your team. So, that's basically about it about Viktor. He's not really that special, nothing really useful about him. That was a fail on my part. I had no idea Drokos was doing his charge. I just fell down and I just landed right in front of Drokos and he just hit me. But yeah, about Viktor, there's nothing really special about him. He's just your typical Call of Duty soldier. You can ADS, he got grenades. He has a very low damage output, so you always have to have cautious gameplay. He can sprint, which means he's really useful in getting in multiple situations, but even still, you always have to be cautious with this guy. And unlike Soldier 76, I don't think he can self-heal. I tried a whole bunch of button combos and he doesn't self-heal. Again, I'm also still kind of new at Paladins. I'm still kind of getting used to some of these heroes. So if you have any other way to use Viktor, let me know in the comment section below. I'll try it out next time I play him in Paladins. And if you like this video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at DavontosMan. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day.